Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have made it to China. Weird flight, not a bad one, just a bit weird, had lots and lots of legroom. Yeah, lady got very drunk very quickly, passed out. It was madness. I thought for a while we were going to have to make a emergency landing in Moscow, which would have been a bit weird. But yeah, so that was exciting. Food was okay. Didn't have the little bread rolls, very disappointed, and didn't have the little water jar things with the lids. So yeah, I've just got through. I'm in Beijing at the moment, waiting for my transfer to Shanghai. I've just gone through customs and got felt up quite intimately by a female security guard, which was a bit weird. There was definitely hands in pants. So yeah. Yeah, so heading up to Shanghai shortly. I think my flight's delayed by an hour, which gives me a little bit of breathing space because it was going to be a very tight turnaround otherwise. So yeah, this is kind of just a prologue. There's not going to be much happening because I think I'm probably going to crash when I get in. But yeah, welcome to China. Huge. So it's day one. I have been left to my own devices today because Bella's at work. So I'm going for a wander around whatever I can find, really. And I'm starting, as is probably tradition, in the most western place you can go in Asia. And it's a massive Starbucks. So this is probably the fanciest Starbucks I've ever seen. Just around the corner there's like all the distillery stuff. There is a robot that's collecting trays and things. But this is what I've got, including a Knob Creek whiskey barrel aged latte. So yes, good stuff. Nom nom nom. Here he is.
Hello, you can hand over the used dishes to me.
Sound of Asia, and you always know you're there when you can hear the cicadas. So something that's always amazed me is this ability in the big cities to have these little oases. This is the Lotus Pond, literally have just stepped off the main street there, and it's just serene, which is cool. This is something weird. There seems to be just Christmas decorations everywhere. I don't know why. There are at Bella's apartment. But anyway, coming up to the TV tower. Hurrah! Looks like a giant penis. So, firstly, it's bloody hot, as we knew it would be. I can't work out whether it's hotter than Singapore. Just haven't been in the heat for a while. But what's really surprising me, it all feels very familiar. It's got that East Asian feel. But again, I think, you know, having not been in China or Japan or Korea for a long time now, I think sort of looking at, this is the Bund behind me, or I think I'm on the Bund or whatever. That's the city behind me. It's like stepping into Future World in Disneyland. You know, over here we've just gone through the sort of more slightly traditional city district. which, as I say, feels very familiar to places I've been before. But just, yeah, over there, it's, you know, I was watching a thing the other day that was saying Shanghai, for every 10 years of progress elsewhere in the world, no, yeah, kind of wrong way around. Every year of progress in Shanghai is 10 years of progress everywhere else in the world. So it's quite impressive, actually. And I wonder, you know, had I been here sort of, I think it's 12, 13 years ago, probably more than that now, that I was in Beijing, I wonder how much it's changed there since then. I have got my bottle of Pocari Sweat. I have really missed Pocari Sweat. It's great. So yeah, I'm just heading now to the underground tunnel to cross under the river, and hopefully cool down a little bit. So yes, journeying on. Okay, I'm on the sightseeing tunnel. I've lucked out. I am by myself. Let's see what happens.
Paradise and hell.
Well, that was certainly a thing. I'm being attacked by dinosaurs. That's terrifying. So I'm in the town now. I'm queuing for quite a while. As you can see, there's a huge queue for the lifts. Don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing, but we'll see what happens. 263 metres above ground, which is pretty high. I've come to realise I've been to a lot of places that are pretty high. Pretty high. So accidentally wandering into places seems to be my thing today. And I've just discovered this cute little museum with like waxworks showing the history of Shanghai, which is really cool. This is apparently where James Hong ran his soy and pickle shop. Joking aside, this is actually really cool. It's like the London Dungeons, but without people jumping out at you. I really like it. So, unless I'm very much mistaken, there was a big thing about fake exhibits in Chinese zoos. Now, obviously, that turtle there is real, and there's another little turtle swimming around somewhere, but I am 99% sure that that's not a real crocodile. Anyway. And we've just discovered my mall. and it's huge. So we've just had a foot massage, which was glorious. And a cicada's waiting for one now. Wow. Right, so tonight we have got some kind of prawn tempura thing in floury stuff, which is really good. We have dumplings. Do we know what's in the dumplings? Shrimp dumplings. We have fried tofu and not pak choy, Chinese cabbage. Nom 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 nom. Okay, good morning. We are in Suzhou. Is that right? Yes. We've just taken a train. There's a city somewhere behind us and a river. We're going to go and explore, and there's a water town and possibly some music and food and things like that. And there's also a thunderstorm on the horizon, which will be bloody nice, actually. So, yes. Okay, so we've got an interesting lunch. This is fish soup, which is not made of fish, but is called fish soup. We've got duck, we've got another tofu-y, puddingy thing, tofu with crab, and then pork and rice. So, yes. So we've just been in what was essentially a White Rabbit shop. White Rabbit, the milk candy things. We've got White Rabbit ice creams, which taste exactly like mini milks, and they're awesome on a day like this. So we're just coming up to a temple. Apparently it's a big one. It's quite cool. There's a cow over there. Yeah, it's cool. So I've just noticed there's no lions about, but there are these tiny little animals on the roof, which apparently protect the temple. And of course, why do you need lions when you've got a cow? Cow. Robot street cleaner cleaning the streets, and other street cleaners that are not robots. Or are they? Are they going to have a fight about their job? Oh no. Go on have a fight. Ah, walk away. Walk away. Okay, so we just had a very long nap at the hotel. I think jet lag finally hit in. And after a rather insane taxi journey, think about the episode of Drawn Together where you see how Ling Ling sees roads. We are in a water town of sorts, and there's a lot of people, but see what we can find. Sneak photo of my favourite thing, which is old man with his tummy. Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure there is no pruning. No pruning allowed.
哦
不修图呢，我也能做。
哦，不修图的男生肯定他不修。
千万不要修图，修图我就没不服了。
就是素颜照。
So this statue is a poet called Bai Juyi, which sounds a lot like Bon Jovi, and that's amused me.
小心排泄。
海鲜 ，Hello，
Hello.
来点呗，现在一起分享。
Can I honestly say none of them look appealing? Hello. Ah, the classics. So we have some lovely local delicacies. We've got centipedes. We've got God knows what those are. And I will not be having any of this. But for the record, there are no bats. Okay? Good. Just gone past a restaurant and Poe's dad is working. Oh. So this is ginseng fruit which has been grown into babies. Tiger Hill Wetland Park today, and it is certainly wet, thank God. Are there actually tigers in Tiger Hill? Apparently there are tigers. Let's see what we find. So this bridge is called Frog Drum Bridge. If you listen really carefully, you can hear the drums of the frogs under the drums of the thunder. Okay, the signs are amusing me. Between these two trees, no hanging hammock. Mushrooms are poisonous, please do not eat. But maybe do eat the goose. Goose! So apparently the old lady behind us somewhere, hiding in that boat, has just told us that the rain was artificial because the wetlands need rain. So, okay, apparently in the city it's not raining at all. Can we stay here then? Crap, I forgot I was in Asia. Okay, this is super cool. This is basically a build your own, what's it, Malatong hot pot thing? Which is cool. So we just choose stuff and it goes in. We'll see what happens. So we have my mild and mostly vegetable compared to all the spice. I just read this as fucking high. Apparently, Fuchuan Hui. But I mean, it's relatively high. Hello? What do I do? Wow. Thank you. Do I have to do anything? Goodbye. So we are at, well, it's early afternoon. I've had a very lazy morning. I think I'm just jet lagged and knackered. I think a week away before 2 weeks away was a lot of knackering. It is very, very hot, as you can probably tell. It's 38 degrees in the shade. But I'm currently on my first mission of the day to find the tube station, which hopefully is just this way, left at the Elephant, and then there's a big egg. That's what I remember anyway. So wish me luck. So Katie Melua famously told us how many bicycles there were in Beijing. but no one's ever recorded quite how many motorbikes there are in Shanghai. So I just came out of the door just there where the tree is and looked around and went, oh cool, that's a really funky subway station. Oh no, this is the temple. And apparently the subway now comes out of the temple. So I'm gonna go and, I think that's the entrance. Gonna go and explore, see what happens. This is the Jinan Temple, which is pretty freaking glorious actually. I don't know what these are doing here. You've got to throw a coin to the Witcher. Let's go and have a look around. So this is like, I think it has been rebuilt a few times, but it's one of the oldest temples in Shanghai. And just the intricacies of everything, like there's the animals on the roofs, and then, you know, coming into this hallway, you've got these lions, and then on the doors you have elephants. I have no idea what anything is because there's no maps or any guides in English or anything, but it's very cool. But check out that carving, that's insane. And then in there's a big tapestry. I don't want to go in with my camera because, you know, but there's a really big tapestry in there that looks amazing. Oh, it's not a tapestry, that's a carving as well. Wow. The size of this Buddha though is massive. So I think what's really incredible about this is it feels utterly traditional and beautiful and ancient and everything, and then you've just got the skyline right above, and although you can hear the bells of the temple, you can also hear every car going past, and it's just fascinating, this mixture of kind of modern and ancient, and yeah, like having a cinema screen thing right in between the towers. Yeah, it's cool, really cool. So I'm just doing that thing where I see where my feet take me, and just going through a little garden thing at the moment. And there was a coffee kiosk, which serves sparkling pink lemonade iced coffee, which is one of the most bizarre things I've ever tasted, but it's pretty good. I don't know what the significance of these rhinos everywhere are, but look how happy they are. Okay, we'll give this much. If you can get yourself an online map, the subway's pretty easy to use. It's colours and numbers, you've just got to know where you're going. But yeah, well, my brilliant navigating of the subway didn't quite pay off. The Jade Buddha Temple shuts at 5, so we'll be trying that one again tomorrow. So I don't know, I'm going to go for a wander, see what I can find around here now. So slightly sad that the first turtle I've seen is at the end of an old man's fishing rod. He was very proudly showing me. I'll put a picture. Huge soft shell. Oh my god, turtle breeds. What's wrong with me, Greg? But yeah, I know what it is. You probably don't, but it's turtle, and the guy's having it for his dinner. Okay, so 4 days in and finally got a bubble tea, and we've gone to Haiti, which is apparently the best in all of the bubble tea places. We're getting vigorous nods. And this is a grape cheesecake, kind of grape cheesecake tea thing. It's really bloody good. It kind of tastes like grape Fanta, which I like. So yes. Okay, you've heard of a cat cafe. Here's a pig cafe. It's all gone. To answer the age-old question, who hoovers the Hoover shop? I told you we'd find you in China. Here we are. Yes. Look at the size of this Pokemon place. Wow. Pika Pika. Okay, I've come to the conclusion I'm definitely still on UK time because I've just woken up at 12:30 here, which is 5:30 over there, which is my normal wake-up time. I don't know why. I went to bed at sort of reasonable hour last night. But anyway, today I am going to hide from the heat a little bit. I think I'm going to go and check out the Secret Propaganda Museum and a couple of other museums. It's the Shanghai Film Museum, and see what I find on the way, really. Yeah. Okay, so I'm currently trying to find this secret museum. The directions I have are through an archway between two banks and take an elevator, which yeah, we'll see. Okay, this is looking like an archway between two banks, so let's see how we get on. Okay, I'm in the elevator. I spoke to a very friendly, secretive guard. Let's go. So that was certainly an experience. It was weirdly emotional, actually. Kind of seeing the way things were sold. It was very well done. Like, it didn't show any bias, which is probably how it manages to keep going. But like, the most interesting thing was all of the stuff about the relationship with Russia, and you know, they are our friends, and yeah, a lot of it still stands, and it was very interesting. Just come across this kind of glorious crossroads and everything, with the Yum China headquarters, and more significantly, a little clothing store where a luck dragon appears to be trying to escape. Okay, so this is just completely anachronistic. Proper European-style church in the middle of the city. I'm actually so intrigued, I'm going to go and find out what it is. So I believe I have unwittingly wandered into the French concession without realising it. So after the Opium Wars, in order to continue trade, etc., etc., the government apparently gave up some land in Shanghai to France and continued trading opium. I've just realised what a tan line I've got at the moment. But yeah, so around here there are a lot of kind of French buildings, including the Catholic Church behind me. So yeah. So after spending ages trying to find Humpy Station on the map, nice short name you'd think, couldn't find it anywhere. I knew it was on line 1. It's because it's not just called that. It is its full station name is Site of the First Congress of the Communist Party of China, Humpy Station. So I ignored all of the big long titles because I was just looking for one word. But we found it eventually. Trying to decide whether Butterful and Creamerous is a great name or a terrible one for a patisserie. So I've just taken refuge in Tim Hortons and it's got crayon chin-chin. I feel like we've gone back to that museum again. But this is just a shopping mall with food. And a confused man in front of us. Okay, so the thing that I've just shown you the making, it's a spring onion pancake thing, and it's freaking amazing. So finally we have some actual Chinese food. God, all of these other things, it's taken 5 days to get some spring rolls. Real Chinese food. And I'm probably going to get a slap now. Okay, firstly, this archway is incredible. But more importantly, the freaking snorks are on. So here we have the famous game of duck, duck, gooseneck. So the shopping mall we were just in was the Raffles, which is freaking huge. There it is. So further to discussions of the French concession earlier, as you can see by night, which I must say, Shanghai is incredible by night. It is very, very European over there. Good old opium wars, eh? Butterfly building, being a butterfly. Okay, this is take 2 for the film museum. It is not even midday yet, so I've given myself plenty of time today. It's pretty freaking warm, as you can hear the cicadas are out. But I have got myself, as some of you may know, I'm quite keen on trying out weird Coke and Pepsi flavours. And I spotted this one. Apparently it's raw cola flavour. It's really good. It kind of tastes like Fentimans. So, yes, wandering along. I believe this is a racetrack of some sort. I think that might be the stadium. But this is the stop I just got off at was Shanghai swimming pool stop. So I don't know if that's a pool or a stadium. Either or. See what happens. Slightly amused that the first Western film poster I come across in this museum is the Mummy, the Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, which I guess was set in China. This is really cool. These are all like front pages of scripts from Maoist era. There's loads of them. It's really cool. This is pretty cool. This is all like artists and directors that have visited the museum. There's like a couple of director of photography and things like that over there. But if we go over here, just hiding at the top, there's one from Mr. David Heyman, which is pretty cool. So that was pretty cool. It made me realise how most of my knowledge of Chinese cinema is actually Hong Kongese cinema. But it was interesting. There was a lot of sort of war stuff and things like that. No kung fu, but is that Hong Kong? I don't know. I'm going to go and find some lunch now. And I'm very excited because I'm hopefully going to find something I've been looking forward to for a good few days. So, since Google Maps is delightfully inaccurate, security, I have gone pretty much an hour out of my way to the wrong mall and then going back to one that I passed on the way just to find somewhere that I want to go for lunch. It's worth it. I am full, I am sated, I'm heading towards the World Expo Museum. I might get there before final admissions. I don't care because my tom-tom is full of cocoa. And it only costs like £7 as well, which I'm pretty chuffed with that. So I'm going to be honest, I don't really know what the World Expo is. I know that the Eiffel Tower was part of one, and I know that in 20th Century Boys Tomodachi was going to unleash the virus at it. But this pretty much seems to be the museum, which is fine. It's actually a really nice place to just be cool, because it's very, very warm, if I haven't said many times already. So this is kind of what I'm down with, just really weird shit. Like, what is any of this? Who knows? Will there be signs? Who knows? We'll find out. Slightly amused at this picture of Thomas Edison. Looks quite like David Bowie. So there was a film a couple of years ago called We're All Going to the World's Fair, which was about an hour or so long, and nothing much happened, and you just watched what was happening. I kind of feel that that's what's just happened to me. So, yeah, that's the World Expo. Still don't really know what it is. If you do know, please let me know, because I'm not sure. I've just made a rookie mistake. I've had a blister on the bottom of my foot for a few days now, actually since London. And I just took my shoe off while I was in Starbucks. Put it on. I think I've just popped the blister because it freaking hurts. Yeah, might be out of walking action for a little bit, but I'm gonna hobble along and see what happens. I realise that seems to be my phrase this trip. See what happens. Maybe my foot will fall off. Maybe I'll sprout wings. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So hot. Excuse my excitement, but there's a freaking Five Guys. Hurrah! So we are in Tianzu Fan, which is like kind of traditionally streety place with Peter Rabbit things apparently. But I do feel like we're going to walk down an alleyway in a minute and just hear. So yeah, if I come back with a mogwai, we'll see what happens. There it is again. You have a flamingo taking a bath on one side of the street, and whatever this is on the other side of the street. And through there, an old antique shop.
This is a tree.
Mm-hmm.
I use nail with this one to the tree finger. Here I use this one to waterfall. I use this one to waterfall. I want to put on the water is too dry.
So I've clocked in nearly 200,000 steps in the last week, and my foot is pretty knackered today. So I'm having a pretty chill day. I've been watching X-Men 97 this morning. It's very good, as I've been told. And since I've not had one in over a week, I'm going to go and investigate how Chinese Pizza Hut is. So await the review. Okay, screw that. As you can see, there's a tiny little thing behind me. It literally, I walked in, there's no menus or anything. It's like going into an old man's living room. I'm very confused. Let's see what we can find. So I gave up. I was very scared by the old man Pizza Hut, and I've hidden in a McDonald's where they have the computer screen things and they have the option to order in English. I'm very intrigued by what I've ordered, so I shall show you that momentarily. So this is cute. We have what they call a 4-piece meal. This is a thick Angus, so we'll give that one a go in a second. I get my 4 little nuggets and what they call crispy fries, which are particularly crisp actually. So I'll give it this, the crispy fries are probably the best fast food fries I've ever had. The burger was fine, the nuggets were nuggets, but yeah, there is something weirdly reassuring about a McDonald's. So yes, we've got a proper tropical storm going. Go on, where's that thunder? Rainstorm. It's actually really lovely outside. Bring on more rain. We are heading to the cinema. Been a really lazy day and I've really enjoyed not doing much actually. So yes. Okay, so we've just been to see Deadpool. Obviously I have seen it before. So it was really interesting seeing how cinemas are censored in tickets there, by the way, in China, because swearing is not censored unless it's sexual swearing. So there was a lot of fucks, but there was no fucking. Also, any references to drugs, completely, very cleverly. It was a bit like when you watch a movie, in the olden days, when you'd watch a movie on a plane, and it would be the kind of censored for a whole family viewing, but obviously it still had the blood and guts. But yeah, there we go. Cinema in China. So there are 2 zoos in Shanghai, and I figured I'd give one a go. The first mission of that though is actually trying to find a bus, which we'll see what happens. But yes, I figured we've got the City Zoo, which is the one I'm going to today, and there's also like the wildlife park, which I'm going to go to next week at some point. But mostly so I can go and see some pandas, because I figure being in China and not seeing pandas is like going to Scotland and not having a deep fried Mars bar. So yes, we'll see what happens.
请拉好扶手，上车请主动投币，投币后。
So I've made it to the zoo. One thing I've noticed is the entrance and the ticket office for things are never in the same place, so you never quite know where you're meant to get your tickets from. And in the case of this, it's all the way around the corner. But of course, the people at the entrance don't speak a word of English, so they can't tell you where it is. You just got to kind of go for a wander and hope for the best. So, yeah. So I'm going to go for a wander now and hope for the best, because there's no map. It's funny, last time I saw one of these dudes was in the rain. So, big ones at least. But it's nice to see you, old friend. So this is an Indo-Chinese box turtle, and I've got to say, he is one of the prettiest turtles I think I've seen in a while. Look at that shell. What's quite funny is that it's actually cooler in the reptile house than it is outside. So one thing I always love about zoos in this part of the world is these tortoises are just outside living their best life, and you know, they're not under heat lamps. This dude's just, hey, what's up? Happy days. If you look to your left, you may glance at Dilophosaurus, a beautiful but deadly addition to Jurassic Park. I mean, I'm guessing this is where they keep the dragons. I'll be disappointed if they're not, because, you know, dragons. Got me some snapping turtles. I feel like I want to find a wolf now and, you know, reenact Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go. Yeah. Hello. Okay, so this is a robot ice cream maker. I've just ordered an ice cream and a juice. Okay, there's my Bing chilling. How do I open it? Ah. Sure. Okay, I'm quite excited because this is the clearest I've ever seen a tanuki. He seems to be coughing up a hairball at the moment, which is quite charming as the first introduction, dear boy. But they're actually a lot smaller than I thought they were, because usually just see them rushing around a road. Yeah. So also going through sort of the medium-sized mammal enclosures, there's apparently a Eurasian badger in there. Be lucky to see that. I've never seen one, apart from that one time walking back from Ian's. Ah, that was lovely. Anyway, yeah, it is nice and quiet and well done. Apart from that, you know, typical bleeping of some kind of construction. Yeah, it's just, people don't seem to know how to approach an enclosure. Don't run at the animals and start sort of shouting, because they're then going to leave. But apart from that, it's quite lovely actually. One thing though, having just gone past the badgers and the hedgehogs and the rabbits, all of whom are hiding, I'm kind of feeling it's almost like the opposite to when you see tropical animals in European zoos. And I feel for them right now. I feel very much, I mean, it is my spirit animal, but I am feeling like a badger right now. I want to go and hide in a cool hole somewhere. But yeah, we're just coming up to the large mammals, so see what we can find. This is brilliant. The tiger enclosure is like the T-Rex exhibit in Jurassic World. So you're expecting something big and then scary, and of course, it's a sleeping pussycat. Just to clarify, I know I've been to China before, but never saw any pandas while I was here. So here we are. My first one's very next to Little. There's a few up in the trees, chilling out. They've got an amazing enclosure actually. This is probably the best red panda enclosure I've seen. So yeah, let's go and find their big brothers. So apparently he's just had his birthday cake and he's all tucked it out. But yeah, sleepy panda. I am from Siberia. It's too fucking hot. I will stay under a log, yes. Like everybody else today. I will sleep. Mr. Chinese Tiger, gonna have a swim. Is he gonna swim? Maybe he is. This is totally more your weather, isn't it, mate? Your Russian friend over there really wasn't loving life. Yeah, got test it out. Are you going in? Are you going in? 'Cause at the moment, you look like a grandpa at the beach. Possibly. Yeah, go on, go and have a nice swim. No, just a paddle. Fair enough. You got the sun bears, which are much more suited for this. Although he's having a kip. There is another one somewhere just wandered down past me. But yeah, I love a sun bear. There's the other one down there. I'm actually just trying to remember whether these are the ones that they accused of being people in suits at one point. Could be. Could be. So I'm going to take a bit of a narrative break here. I'm often dubious of zoos in Asia, mostly after a pretty horrific experience at Tokyo Ueno Zoo. 15, maybe more than that years ago now, I can't remember. But Singapore Zoo totally changed my mind on that. If you watch last year's vlog, you'll know I totally fell in love with Singapore Zoo. And I'll say that here it's pretty good. The enclosures are decent size. They're not huge, like Nuremberg huge, but overall, they're pretty good. The enrichment seems okay. Yes, it's bloody hot, and I think more shelter possibly for some of the colder climate animals. But one thing, I'm not seeing many keepers. I'm seeing a lot of security guards, because, especially around the pandas, because that's what we're going to do, is steal the pandas. But it's the kids. I mean, I've just seen a kid throwing stuff at a lion, trying to get it to do stuff, and the parents doing bugger all, and you're just like, learn how to fucking behave, seriously. But yeah, just some thoughts. I'm about to go into the large mammals, so we got giraffes, we got rhinos. So yeah, that's my thoughts for now. Okay, this is incredible. We have got a mummy tapir and her baby. There is another one over in the other corner, but if I move, you're gonna lose focus. Yeah, somewhere over there. Hello! Hello! You're so pretty as you are. Yes, you are. Oh, that's magic. Okay. Okay, getting annoyed with kids was totally worth it for that. I've always wanted to see baby tapirs, and that was incredible. So, yes. There are 5 kinds of rhinos in the world. But of course, here we have the white rhino. I should probably explain that one, because it's only Rick that will get that joke. White rhinos are actually the most that's probably not the right word, populous of the 5 rhino species that are still living today. You've got the black rhino, the Javan, the Sumatran, the Indian, and the white. They're all endangered, but there are a lot more white rhinos than any other species of rhino, and yet they're the only ones you ever see in zoos. So I have a whole thing about other rhinos' lives matter as well, just to clear that one up. This is a very interesting piece of stick they found. I think they're all taking shelter because they can hear the thunder coming. So queuing up for the tower is a bit like practice for tomorrow because we've just queued up an hour that side and God knows how long we've got here. But I've been there and I've been there. And now we're going somewhere over here. Okay, for some reason we're now going down. We're meant to be going up. Why are we going down? So according to the certificate, we are about to get in the fastest lift in the world. Okay, so we are at the top of the Shanghai Tower. This is the third highest tower in the world. Burj Khalifa, then that one that they were building in Kuala Lumpur last year, and it's pretty darn high. This here, there, is actually a drone show, which is pretty cool. Obviously the TV tower in all its phallic glory. But yeah, it's pretty cool actually up here. I'd say of all the tall places that I've toured in the last year or so, this is certainly one of the best. So this one here is the bottle opener building. That's its official name. The 12th highest in the world, which seems really small compared to us now, but obviously it's not. I don't know what that is, but it looks really nice. Yeah. So it wouldn't be a great holiday without a little bit of ninja Japanesing. Just had a mother and son next to us and struck up a conversation. They don't speak Chinese. We had a joke about me not speaking Chinese. It was quite nice. So yeah, becoming tradition now, I suppose. So we're back on ground level with all the other Instagrammers, but just wanted to show that view, which is pretty cool. Right, we have the famous hot pot with all the many things which will be falling into here. Going to Disneyland. Going to Disneyland. Going to Disneyland. We're going to Disneyland. We're going to Disneyland. Going to Disneyland. Disneyland. We're going to Disneyland. We're going to Disneyland. We're going to Disneyland. Wow. 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 Oh my god. Wow. 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 Okay, we've just discovered that we can actually get Twilight tickets tonight, so not having to wait till tomorrow anymore. So we're going to Disneyland, we're going to Disneyland. Disneyland! Yes, this is cool. Rather than Main Street, they've kind of just got like Disney Street, which is very different, but really cool. Love it. Okay, so the castle, really interestingly, is not a specific castle, it's everybody's castle. So it is totally unique from anywhere else. Really funky. Okay, nose has just been invaded by the smell of Disneyland. It is that just popcorn, churros, yum, 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 yum. Disneyland. Yes! Okay, I'm really excited about this because this is a reimagined Pirates and you may get wet. They got horseshoes from all those sexy Disney horses. You know them. They're not horses.
我认为还是应该尊重英国的良好传统。遇事优先。
吊死他！
住手！你想把我也吊死吗？就因为我是海盗，我们不都是海盗吗？
So now, full of very good pizza from Pinocchio's Pizza Place, we are going to the hotel exclusive Frozen show. So, yes. So we're in line now for Rex's RC Racer. Bella is determined she's going to be sick on this one, so we'll see what happens. Well, I thought that was great. What did you think of it?
I'm so calm and nothing happened.
I'm so calm and nothing happened. Took a while to think about that one. This should be calmer.
Thank you.
So Peter Pan is exactly the same as everywhere else, and that's magic and wonderful because that's a lot of childhood there. Yeah. So what's interesting is a lot of the rides that we sort of know, Space Mountain, Small World, Haunted Mansion, Jungle Cruise, they're not here. Not really sure why. There's a thing about they prefer live stuff, but we're about to go on Voyage to the Crystal Grotto, which is a Shanghai exclusive. No idea what it is, but we'll give it a go.
冰箱、手和手臂都放在船内，注意照看好小朋友。现在我们就一起出发吧。
Essentially what that was a, hey, this is what Disney is, and it was really quite nice actually, and we did get some of the fireworks. Yeah, cute. And we've got the Lego shop here just outside. There is a giant dragon, there is a Bella on the stairs hiding. You've got 3 Caballeros mosaic here, which is just incredible. You've got Snow White. This is really, really cool. And then all the sort of Marvel stuff. I just realised it's actually the Avengers kind of fighting Fin Fan Foom, which this is so cool. Just to finish off, you got the little green men building up to a rocket on the roof. We are heading back for an early start tomorrow. Going to get on the big ones because we can get in an hour earlier. Booyah. Good morning, Disneyland. It is stupid o'clock in the morning. What is it? 7:30? And we are already here. Because apparently the early bird access here it normally opens at 8:30, so the hour before is 7:30. So we're gonna go and do all the big ones and then wake up. Okay, first one we're going on is Roaring Rapids in the Islands of Adventure. I don't know what the Disney is, but we'll see. That way? Ah, we're going the wrong way. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so we are in the queue for Roaring Rapids. It is already this hot. Get wet. So that was a pretty standard raft ride. Definitely got wet. There was elements of the journey to the centre of the earth when it went dark. Definitely not built for people of a higher centre of gravity than 2.5 feet though, because do you want to be in my video? You can be in. Go on, hello. Hello. But yeah, it was pretty good, pretty good. Also, the announcer sounded like the Rob Schneider and Doop-de-Derp guy, which really tickled me. Okay, this is one of the coolest things here, is the animals of the Zodiac, each being a Disney character. So we've got Ham for the Year of the Pig. We've got Pluto for Year of the Dog. We've got Alan Adale from Robin Hood for the Rooster. We then have a fountain. We've got Abu for the Monkey. We've got the It's a Holly Jolly Da 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 for the sheep. Maximus from Tangled for the horse. We've got Car for the snake. Mushu, obviously, for the dragon. Who else would it be? Judy Hopps for the bunny. Surprisingly, it's not Thumper, but Zootopia's huge here. We got Tigger, the only tiger it could be. Babe the Blue Ox, which I actually had to look up. This is from the Paul Bunyan cartoon from the 50s for the ox. And then finally we got Remy for the rat. And that's just, it's really cool. Really cool. So we are entering Tomorrowland. You will notice there is no Space Mountain. Instead we have the Tron ride. I'm not a fan of Tron, but this is a Shanghai exclusive, so looking forward to it. And no Space Mountain because Jules Verne promotes colonialism. So I'm taking to the big foreign man taking up the whole queue, because otherwise people don't seem to know how to do so. It's fucking incredible. Imagine Space Mountain, but you're leaning forward on a bike. That was great. Really, really good. Really good. Heading for Winnie the Pooh now. So just while we're waiting for Winnie the Pooh, we met a very sweet young kid in the queue for Tron. He was about 1.5 feet high, on his own, because Dad was babysitting his little brother. And it was just charming. So he's changed my mind about some kids.
我的天哪！
哦天哪！抓住！
好大的瀑布！
Yeah.
让我把南瓜变成马车，比比迪巴比迪波。让我把老鼠变成骏马，比比迪巴比迪波。大家伙们一起来手吧！准备好，一起变成了比比迪巴比迪波。
So there is a really weird obsession with Lotso. I've noticed it all around Shanghai. It's something to do with, apparently, lesser known characters are cheaper to license, so they're just everywhere, like convenience stores and whatnot. But yeah, intriguing. Bleh. So we were down to the last ones in line to meet Star-Lord and Gamora, and then they had to go. But we did get a little dance there, and I did embarrass Bella by telling Star-Lord that she didn't know who Star-Lord is. Star-Lord!
Are you some type of pirates?
Occasionally.
Are you pirates trying to help out the Avengers, or are you trying to work against us?
How would you feel if I was working against you?
Maybe we'd have to keep an eye on you.
Maybe you would.
Let Nick Fury know some classified documents about you. Keep an eye on everything, right?
Absolutely. And would you take a part on the Avengers?
Of course.
Cool.
Because we have lots of people working on our team. We have contracts to be a spy for him, and he can actually work with us. Other people real sick. So I think you'd be a great addition.
Thank you very much. I'll be there.
Perfect.
Okay, we have utilised the fact that the parade is on to skip the massive queue that there normally is just to get into the Zootopia world. Because you have to queue to get into the land and then into the ride. So yes, well, they're all partying. We're gonna be Zootopia-ing. Woo! Very, very hot. So we are now entering the world's first Zootopia land. Very cool. Well, not cool, it's boiling. But yeah, let's see what we can find. This looks fab. As far as waiting areas go, this is pretty good. You're literally going through the police station. In terms of attention to detail, you've got the big cells down below, and then little cells for smaller animals above. Like a trackless coaster with animatronics and 4D. It was really, really good. We've just come out and it is quite incredible actually. Yeah, we're gonna go and get some food now, I think.
用再等待，我没关系，你的心在我听见。
Alright, so it's very simple. It's like that you're swapping. Yeah? Yeah. And like that. I know. It's a different one. Alright? But if you got someone like that, you can get something else. Okay? Absolutely. Alright? So it's like this. You're swapping back. It's like dragon. Yeah, exactly. And then boom. Yeah. Just like that.
That's it. You got it.
Yeah,
that's good.
Okay, let me the picture.
So as ridiculous as that was, I had a really nice chat with Star-Lord and Gamora, and they were really fun. And I think they were craving speaking to someone in English as well, because they don't speak Chinese. We had a bit of a joke about the universal translator being broken. They were really good, really good. So you've heard of Japanese Spider-Man. I just met Chinese Spider-Man. Wasn't quite as impressive. So very weirdly, the Mulan themed bit is behind a kind of paywall. You have to be specially chosen in a lottery to be able to go in, which seems very odd to me. Yeah, this is certainly a lot more Tim Burton than I'm used to. So we are biting the bullet. We have one ride left. It is the Snow White Mine Train, which I'm assuming is a reskin of Big Thunder. It's a big wait, but it's all we've got left, and we've got to do it. So yeah, it was a Big Thunder Mountain reskin, but really good one, with some hi-hos. And I can't stop thinking about Gremlins singing hi-ho now. So I'm not going to lie, I didn't wake up until 1 o'clock today. I was clearly knackered with all the excitement. So I am hobbling my way, because my foot is not in a good state, into Central now. I think we're going for Thai food and then for a nice rooftop bar kind of thing. So pretty chill day. So I've just been in here, Hot Toys. I had never heard of it before, and they have these weird Cosby things, which are like I don't know, they're like pop vinyls, but I've not seen them before. Yeah, it is totally the sort of shop that teenage me would have spent too much money in. So I'm walking away now. I love shh. I do love shh. Of all the things I've seen, I think this is one of the most terrifying. Who the hell is Jack, and why is he treading on everybody? Wait, this is a supermarket. Look at the size of him. I feel like the Deep right now. Is that a grouper? Holy moly. Okay, I am going to turn into the Deep right now because this has made me really sad. Come with me if you want to live. You probably could have guessed I was not in the best of ways yesterday. I think the heat had really gotten to me, possibly a little bit of heat stroke. I actually woke up yesterday really quite nauseous, so hence the sort of lack of adventures. I'm feeling a lot better today, and it's a little bit cooler, like maybe 2 degrees cooler, so I'm going to go and check out Yew Gardens, which is like a proper traditional little area of Shanghai, and try and keep in the shade and see what happens. Motto for the trip. I don't know what a lot of these shops and things are, but just walking down this street towards the gardens, it's the first time I haven't felt like Rowdy Roddy Piper in They Live walking through Shanghai. This is kind of, I guess, more what I expected. It's nice. Now I know it's the entrance to a shop, but this is the coolest lion I've seen so far. It's got freaking antlers. Look at it, and hooves. Wow. Okay, I finally have some turtles that are not on a fishing line or in a supermarket. Hooray. So this is the famous tea house, which sadly is currently closed, so we may have to find somewhere else. I've got myself another one of these crispy pancake things because they are freaking great and I know what they are. And I'm just going to get lost because I don't know where I am, but it's really cool. So this appears to be the kind of temple in the middle of the gardens. What I'm really impressed by is just the statues on the roof. I love these roof statues. They're really cool. Yeah, much like most of this adventure, this would be lovely if it wasn't for all the people. I'm giving a lot of focus to roof statues, but check them out. Look at that. It's a freaking army on the roof. So I think I'm done with there. I think this is the thing about Shanghai in general, is it's just busy and everyone is rushing everywhere and pushing, and yeah, and there's one of those really cool bikey things coming past. I really like them. And it's just exhausting. Everything is so fast paced. It makes London feel easygoing. Like, So yeah, I'm gonna go and find somewhere cool to sit and grab a coffee and just poof for 5 minutes. Lion. It's Pikachu! I think we've just stepped into Tron. I don't know what we're doing, but okay. We've just done a VR thing, which was really, I've never done VR before. What's amazing is like, you even though your brain knows it's not real, like you get vertigo and stuff. It's really cool, really cool. And those dinosaurs.
肩同拍，然后侧身啊，侧身，然后左手一定要伸直，右手拉弦，可以拉到你的右边下巴这边，然后左手往下，右手抬高，然后射就可以了。哇
I got one bullseye, and that was the only one on the board. They've actually got a Dungeons and Dragons area, which is really cute. Love the fox. Wow. So apparently through here there's normally a fortune teller, but it's closed today. But it's quite cute. We're going back to Tron. I am the boss. You're not the boss. I am the boss. Okay, this shit's on McDonald's. How this is not caught on in the UK. I'm sure there's one in London somewhere. But oh my god, this is the best fast food burger I think I've ever had. And the fries are incredible too. Wow. So I suppose the advantage of a robot coffee maker is he doesn't need sleep. 24-hour coffee. Okay, good morning. I'm on an adventure today. I have jumped on quite a long train and I'm going to Zhuzhou. There's a lot of Jews in it. Yeah, it's like an ancient town. Gonna see what I can find. So yeah. Okay, this is the Asia that I love. Like, little, quiet, peaceful, not crazy busy people everywhere, water town. Oh, yeah, this is great. Like this. So I've just met a lovely old lady selling traditional musical instruments. It's just really chill, I love it.
Allora.
So this is the city temple. Just really glorious. And quiet. So I've just met a monk and we had a little pray together and it was really lovely. And we've left wishes on the wish board, which was really sweet. It's nice. So this is, I mean, it's still pretty touristy, but it is beautiful. You know, you've got the boats going by on the river. It's sort of managed to keep its traditionalness, whilst at the same time, you know, moving forward. You've got people everywhere taking their mandatory Instagram pictures, he says, making his vlog. But you know, it's wonderful. It's really nice. So I am literally an hour out of Shanghai. Not even a difficult train, just jumped on the 17 line and was here. And just the polar difference. Like it's still pretty warm, but not the stiflingness of the city. And as you can hear and see, like it's just serene. Like this was much needed, probably about 5 days ago. But it's magic. And there's, can I turn you around? Look at these lanterns. How cool are they? Yeah, I did just some Kenji Gardens, I think this is called, and it's some old dude's house. Feels a bit like I'm in the Wolverine, but obviously wrong country. But yeah, I'm just going to keep exploring and enjoying peace. This place is literally selling lucky crickets in baskets. If I need to go and find a matchmaker. So viewers last year might remember how obsessed I got with fruit while I was in Southeast Asia. And having not had loads while I've been here, because it's a very meaty diet on the whole, I've just been wandering through. This is about my 6th juice of the day, where they just throw it in a blender in front of you. And it is literally just fruit, and it's like less than £1. I mean, we are missing out on something with the price of fruit in the UK, because, I mean, that would cost you, what, £8 in London? So yeah, fruit, yes. I feel like I may have wandered into the darker alleys. There's a certain smell of apothecary. I'm sure someone's going to try and read my fortune soon. So it's my last day in Shanghai today. We are off to Guangzhou, I think, tomorrow. So today is going to kind of be a day of mopping up the platinum. I'm going to go try and go back to the Jade Temple. There's the Longhua Pagoda that I missed the other day. And I think I might pop back to Coco again, because otherwise it's going to be a while. So yes, let's see what happens. Okay, just arriving at the Longhua Temple complex. Lovely dragon on the gate, leading up to our pagoda over here. Hurrah! So in a weird way, I feel like I've kind of kept the best to last, and I'm glad that I've done it this way around, sort of getting frustrated with madness and people and busyness. You know, the last couple of days I've managed to find these actual little havens of serenity, and this is lovely. It's like just a gorgeous temple complex, and it's not busy. There wasn't even a charge to get in, which is nice. But yeah, it's gorgeous. So yeah, it's just incredible, the statues, and then the Pantheon all up here. This is all carvings, and then wow. Okay, I'm really glad that was nearly one that I skipped, because I missed out on it the other day and I'd kind of forgotten about it, but without a doubt that's been the best temple so far. Just calm and the smell of incense everywhere. It's just, and like I said, really cool pagoda. I'm gonna go and find some lunch now. Okay, I've arrived at the Jade Buddha. Plenty of time, so we're gonna have a wander around. It's pretty cool so far. I just realised this here is a hotel which opens up onto the temple, which is pretty lovely. Link on the phone. So forgive my ignorance if it is a thing, but Ralph Lauren coffee? Is that a thing? I realise I haven't actually done a video of the madness that is the subway, so just a little bit of a snippet of rush hour. It's raining! Feels like freaking Shawshank! Good afternoon. Today we are heading up to Guangzhou, which is somewhere in the south. And there's a big aquarium parky thing with manatees and stuff. So we're spending the weekend there. I've had a very lazy morning, just getting everything sorted and whatnot. I don't know how much there's going to be to report on today, but I'm going to go and get a Macca's because I'm a bit scared to get anything in the supermarket, especially the one that sells turtles. So hurrah! Don't slap the door. Optimistic about children. No slapping. So as cute as this box is, once again we are missing the tiny bread and the cup of water. We have a salad, which appears to have some spam in it. Can't get that open right now. These are noodles. That'll do, but no tiny bread and water. So we are arrived in Guangzhou. We are in the Hilton. It's quite nice. Although very confusingly, 3 very confused receptionists couldn't work out how Booking.com worked. Booking.what? But it's quite cool. We're off to the Ocean World tomorrow, and just somewhere beyond there, oh, that's a swinging thing, but those lights over in the distance, that's Macau, which is quite cool. Yeah, so that's about it for today. Not been a particularly exciting one, but tomorrow will be, because there's going to be manatee. Okay, so we are at Ocean Kingdom, which is the largest ocean-themed aquarium theme park in the world. There is loads of stuff here that I'm very excited about. They've got whale sharks. I've never seen a whale shark before. They've got manatees. They've got circus stuff. And to be honest, it is already feeling more like a Disney resort than the Disney resort did. It actually feels like there's some magic going on. So I'm very excited, and we're going to go and see what we can find. Woo! The gate is a freaking manta ray. How cool is that? Pretty magic. The dolphins genuinely seemed to be interested in me, which was interesting. White dolphin, white person, I don't know. Mount Walrus. Oh, look at that, Daddy. Whoa. Sometimes you have a moment when you realise a sea lion's diet is not dissimilar to that of the Chinese menu.
好，今天比赛的项目仰卧起坐。 好，来到头，1、2、3，好，闭题。顺则，游戏就是比赛仰卧起坐，行走的次数多，其中我的身体向心，锁定在队员身上。出发！哇，漂亮！不愧是先锋队以2记后得分。
Oh, hello! Oh, everywhere!
Oh!
干嘛呢？
great. Imagine the Jurassic Park ride, but with sea lions and get wet. Say, comparing to Disneyland, this is pretty awesome actually. Like, it feels so much more chill, the staff are so much friendlier, and people just seem in a much better mood. It's lovely. Disney, that shits on your 2 float parade the other day. They've got a freaking mammoth! Just got quite excited because these are actually West African manatees, which I've not seen before. It's always been the West Indian ones that I've seen, so this is going to be great. Okay, this is just a tease here. We've just got catfish so far. I'm literally being catfished on my way to find manatees. So they've just been fed, so they're hiding at the moment because they're full of food. But this is the one we have spotted. No, he's just woken up. Okay, that was pretty magic. 2 out of 4 of my Serenians ticked off my list. Literally popped out to see us. They've just had their dinner and they're all hiding. But that one came over and said hello and then went away again. So, yeah. Just for posterity's sake, this is the 3rd set of giant salamanders I've seen. And these ones are pretty giant. So to change of pace, we're going on the parrot coaster, which is the huge one you've seen in the background. Bella's determined she's going to throw up. It's going to be amazing. Literally walked straight on. There is no queues here. It's incredible. What did you think of that? That was fucking incredible. There it is. So I believe we're heading now into the whale shark enclosure, which is 5 times Guinness World Record holder. Yes. Tiny, tiny mud skipper skipping about. Eels up inside you. Eels, eels, eels. There he is. Biggest fish on the planet. Just the absolute majesty in here. You've got the whale sharks, you've got manta rays, you've got hammerheads, there's sea turtles. It's just incredible, just amazing. excited because this is my first gecko! And there's another one over there! Hooray! Busy, busy. Good morning, it is day 2 at Ocean Kingdom. It's not quite as early as day 2 at Disneyland, but it's still early. We have got lots of Arctic adventures today, we've got a circus today, but we're going to go and see the whale sharks again first while it's quiet-ish. Yes, wow. Yes, wow. Yes, wow. Hello. Yes. Yes. We've just bought stuff to feed the seals, and they know it. Yes! John, I see you. John, yes! A little bit more? Who's going? Who's going? I know you want one. I can see you. Go on in. Yes. And we've got 2 more. You're giving a good splash. Yeah, over there. Are you? Oh. Did you get one? I'm not. Did you? I don't know. We've got 1 left. Do you want to do it? Where are we going to? Not him. He's greedy. Oh no! That was adorable. I was wondering where the heron had gone from the pond at home. He's come on holiday. Look at the size of him. He's going so quickly. What's he looking for? Where's he going? Wow. Can I ride him? Okay, this is really cool. So, this is the giant tortoises. We have the spurs and the dabra. We have the eggs. And then you've Carrot on his nose.
这个是宝宝，
我看哦，
走走走，
这像鬼宝宝吗？
好小
这是宝宝。
宝宝这么小。
Where they gone? They left you. They left you all alone. Oh.
不动了，为了前面还有许多的奖章可以观赏到。
I do not agree with this. Making the seal out to be the bad guy. Look at that. No. Let's go. Is very dubious about polar bear exhibits. This one doesn't seem the hugest. We'll see if I can get a better shot of the actual enclosure. He seems pretty happy. At least he's not pacing. And he's got a big bum. This man has the best job in the world. Having just had dinner, she's now having some milk, which is just so cute. So that was Green, and he's what, 3 months old? Aww. Not entirely sure about the legalities of using hairspray, but who knows? There's something of an irony of having spring rolls with prawns in and a fish laksa for lunch at an aquarium, but hey ho. I've just found where they get the food for the restaurants.
No.
Not enjoy that. Yar, there be white whales.
但是让我们体型庞大，我们的身体可是非常的灵活。现在正转动柔美的身体，为大家展示优雅的身段。咱们大家提醒啊，还有一个特殊的名称位，预计赛。
Gonna ride the pirate coaster again. How excited are you? Wow, that's a grumpy face. I think so. Gonna be at the front. Woo! Now that's a roller coaster hair. How are you? I mean, if anything's gonna make me grow up, it's this one. This is definitely scarier than Haunted Mansion. so scary. And we've broken down. It basically is Haunted Mansion. Oh my god, I'm so startled. Christ, that kid is scary. Look at that face. There's actually a really cute use of the motion. I can't remember what they're called now, but you know, the Haunted Mansion technique. Yeah, going through the whale shark exhibit was really cool. I like that. Right, last big ride is the Ice Mountain. We go through the bears apparently. Sounds cool. Oh, hello there, Mr. Bear. Oh, hello. Yeah. Okay, this is really, really cool. Hello, bears. It's gonna get shit scary in a minute, but so far there's been bears. Oh dear. Okay, normally I laugh at people who wear ponchos. Everything is wet. So after a lovely sojourn with the bears, that very quickly goes south. Imagine the Matterhorn, but a lot wetter, to the point where I have dried myself rather than wet myself. Oh yes. Seriously, the size of this snail, it's got to be what, 15 centimeters across? It's huge. So we've come to say goodnight to the manatees. It's definitely night time in the rainforest, so I don't know if we're actually going to see them, but hopefully we can.
To make it